Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Guys, today we are diving into a major development in the US immigration policy that's making headlines around the world. The Trump administration is once again expanding its controversial travel restrictions, this time with the potential to ban citizens from 36 additional countries. Now, if that sounds like a massive move, that's because it is. We are not just talking about a small tweak. This could become one of the biggest expansions of travel bans in recent history. So let's break down exactly what's happening, why it's happening, and what it means for international relations, immigration, and US foreign policy moving forward. So, guys, according to an internal State Department cable obtained by Reuters, the administration is reviewing a list of 36 countries whose citizens could be either fully or partially banned from entering the United States. This would be an addition to the 12 countries already facing such restrictions as a part of proclamation President Trump signed earlier this month. The rationale given was national security. The cable signed by US Secretary of State Marco Rubio lays out a number of concerns. Among them was the inability of some governments to produce reliable identity documents, passport security issues, and even a lack of cooperation when it comes to deporting their own nationals from the US. Some of the nations under scrutiny, the cable notes also have citizens who have been involved in terrorism or are suspected of anti Semitic or anti American activities on US soil. Others have high rates of visa overstays or are seen as unsafe due to weak or corrupt governance. The message is clear. If these countries don't address US concerns within 60 days, their citizens could find themselves shut out of the United States altogether, at least temporarily. The countries on this expanded list include the places across Africa, Caribbean, Asia, and the Middle East. Countries like Angola, Ethiopia, Cambodia, Egypt, Nigeria, Syria, and Zimbabwe. This is in addition to the 12 countries already under a ban, such as Iran, Somalia, and Yemen, and another group facing partial restrictions like Cuba, Venezuela, and Laos. And if all of this is sounding familiar, it should. During his first term, President Trump announced a travel ban on seven Muslim majority countries. That policy was widely criticized, revised multiple times, challenged in court as well, and eventually upheld by the Supreme Court in 2018. Critics at the time called it as a Muslim ban. The administration defended it as a necessary step to protect national security. Now, with this latest expansion, it's clear that Trump, early into his second term, is doubling down on that same hardline approach to immigration and border control. Guys, but this time it's broader. It's not just Muslim majority countries, it's countries with the weak governance. It's countries that don't meet the benchmarks set by the State Department for document security or cooperation with the deportations. In short, it's countries that the administration believes are posing a national security risk, regardless of their religious makeup. Inside the government, officials say that they are constantly re-evaluating policies to ensure the safety of Americans. A senior State Department official speaking on condition of anonymity emphasized that the visa process must uphold the highest standards of national security and public safety. So let's be clear, this move isn't done a deal yet. The 36 country have 60 days to take corrective action. That means improving their documentation standards, increasing cooperation on deportation efforts, and proving to the US government that they are serious about addressing security gaps. But the mere threat of being added to the list is already sending shockwaves through the international diplomatic circles. Countries like Ghana, Egypt, and Nigeria are US partners in various areas, from trade to counterterrorism. Adding them to a travel ban list could strain those relationships in ways that are very hard to predict. And then there is the human side of all of this. If implemented, Thousands of people from students and workers to tourists and families could be affected. Imagine having a visa approved, tickets booked, plans made, and suddenly being told you can't enter the US anymore because of your passport. So, guys, supporters of the policy argue it's a tough but necessary stance to prevent terrorism and ensure only weighted individuals can enter the country. By the way, critics says it's discriminatory, short-sighted, and based on more fear than facts. So, guys, what happens next? That depends on how the 36 countries respond and whether Trump decides to push this further despite likely international backlash. One thing is for sure, this policy, if enforced, could have lasting consequences on diplomacy, migration, and the perception of the United States around the world. So, guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is this move justified in the name of security, or is this another step in an increasingly isolationist migration agenda? If you found this video informative, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more updates on global politics and US policy, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the future update. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.